In the early 1950s, Britain was still healing from the scars of World War II, a society rebuilding itself, yet grappling with the harsh realities of crime and punishment. It was a time when the death penalty was still routinely enforced, often with irreversible consequences. Into this fraught landscape stepped Derek Bentley, a vulnerable, intellectual, disabled young man caught in a nightmare he neither fully understood nor intended. Accused of murder, Bentley's case became one of the most controversial and tragic miscarriages of justice in British history, a case that exposed deep flaws in the legal system, challenged the morality of capital punishment, and sparked debates that would eventually change the law forever. This is the story of Derek Bentley, a story about innocence, confusion, and a justice system that failed one of its most vulnerable. Derek Bentley was born in 1933 in South London into a working-class family. From an early age, he struggled with learning difficulties and epilepsy, a neurological condition that caused seizures and affected his cognitive abilities. Contemporary psychiatrists estimated his mental age to be around 10 or 11. Despite him being nearly twice that age, Bentley had trouble reading and writing, and found it hard to understand complex situations or social cues. His family, however, loved him and tried to protect him, but Bentley was also known to get in trouble and was involved with petty crimes. He was easily influenced by others, particularly his younger friend Christopher Craig, who had a much sharper mind and a rebellious streak. On the night of November 2nd, 1952, Derek Bentley and his friend Christopher Craig decided to break into a warehouse on Windmill Road in Croydon, South London. Craig armed himself with a Colt New Service .455 Webley caliber revolver, the barrel of which he had shortened so that it could be carried easily in his pocket. He also carried a number of undersized rounds for the revolver, some of which he had been modified by hand to fit the gun. Bentley carried a knuckle duster, which he had been given by Craig, who had been fined the previous year for possessing a firearm without a certificate, a serious offence, especially in the post-war era when gun crime was tightly policed. Bentley, with his limited understanding, may not have fully grasped the seriousness of their plan. Craig, 16 years old but more calculating and rebellious, took the lead. As the two tried to break in, a police patrol arrived around 9:15 p.m. Neighbours called the police after spotting Craig and Bentley climbing over the gate and up a drain pipe to the roof of the warehouse. When police arrived, Craig and Bentley hid behind the lift housing. Craig taunted the police. One of the officers, Detective Constable Frederick Fairfax, climbed the drain pipe to the roof and grabbed hold of Bentley, but Bentley broke free. What happened then is uncertain. Police witnesses later claimed that Fairfax ordered Craig to hand over the gun, lad, and Bentley shouted, "Let him have it, Chris." Craig fired, striking Fairfax in the shoulder. Fairfax was nonetheless again able to restrain Bentley, who told Fairfax that Craig had further ammunition for the gun. Bentley had not used the weapons in his pockets. A group of uniformed police officers arrived and was sent onto the roof. The first to reach the roof was Police Constable Sidney Miles, who was immediately killed by a shot to the head. After exhausting his ammunition and being cornered, Craig jumped 30 feet, 10 meters from the roof onto a greenhouse, fracturing his spine. Bentley did not fire a weapon during the encounter. He was largely passive, reportedly confused and frightened, standing with his hands up or down at different points according to conflicting witness accounts. The police arrested both men after a tense standoff on the roof of the building. Bentley was unharmed and had not used the weapons he had in his pockets. It was a chaotic and frightening night, especially for Bentley, who struggled to comprehend what was happening around him.